Hey guys, welcome back. Finally, the first Avenger, Captain America, is here. Alright, before everything, I gotta say that I'm recording this video on my phone. I don't know why the game doesn't open up on my PC today, so it's kind of weird. Probably I have to wait a day or two to figure it out. So that's why I'm doing this on my phone. But let's talk about Captain America, the first Avenger. He's on this limited banner over here, same as Iron Man. So as I was reading the skills and talents and everything, first of all, he's a defender. So that is quite a bit weird because we have lots of defenders now. Like you get Hulk for free, and then we have armor. She's great, and then Juggernaut as well, Sentry. So we have lots of defender, and he's also a red defender, which we didn't have the red type, but he could probably be hybrid unit in the game because he buffs up attack. He doesn't deal lots of damage himself, so he's kind of like a buffer or a supporter slash defender. Maybe also could deal like higher damage later on in the late game, and obviously if you max dupe him and level him up. So let's just talk about the talents. First of all, his passive. The unique thing about him is that he has two types of passives, kind of, because he has this offensive stance, which you start with that one, and then the defensive stance one. So with offensive, your attack increases by 18%. This is the max level for all talents. And then defensive one is 27% defense. Regular physical damage, and then over here the ultimate. You can choose one of the following effects. So you're on the offensive one, and then you'll get 3 mana, or if you want to go to the defensive stance, you get everyone else in your team shield equal to 32% of Captain America's max HP. So when I'm saying like hybrid, because he can defend as a defender, he also gives shield to everyone based on his HP, and then he also grants you mana if you choose the offensive one. And in the buff skill that he has, he increases the attack of allies within the magic circle that he creates in the center by 46%. This is the offensive stance, and then if you are taking damage, you can switch to defensive one to reduce the damage taken by allies within the magic circle. So this the switching happens when you're doing the ultimate, so you can choose if you want to deal damage like attack or just defend. Also, this is good. Like the attack over here is not that much, to be honest, but it's good because he attacks like multiple enemies, and also it only costs like 2 energies or 2 manas. That's why this could be a good one. And makes allies prioritize attacking the selected target enemy for 6 seconds, so you can kind of figure out who you want to attack first, and then if it's in the defensive, taunts all enemies. The Soul Saga thing for him is quite normal, like nothing really crazy about it. So I guess if you want to go for it and pull for Captain America, you just need to get 1 dupe at the moment right now, and then the rest, because it's not anything crazy, okay? But we have this one if you max him out, the expert tactician. So he offers the stance, the offensive or the defense stance passive that he has to all of his allies. So then each of your ally has the same passive as an extra from Captain America. So this could be really useful later on. So in my opinion, based on his kit, I guess he's not like a must pull unit, to be honest. He is kind of like, yeah, it's good to have him if you don't have any tanky units and any good defense unit in your team. He could be useful, increases attack, like buffs up everyone, but in general he could be skipped so that you could save up for the next summoning banner, which would be the Fantastic Four. Probably, like, there's a high possibility that the next summoning banner would be Fantastic Four, so I think that would be more worthy than this banner, especially when we have these rate up selections of Lady Bullseye and also the doppelganger, because you get them like for free. So unless you want to dupe them, You know, this rate up is kind of like not the best at the moment compared to like Iron Man, because he has Sentry, which is great, another defender. So if you have him, probably you don't need Captain America that much. But on the other hand, the artifact is super useful. I mean, this is special for Captain America, so if you have this, then it'll be way better, obviously. But even if you just get this one, it's good because of the stats, and you know, increases HP and defense by 10%, so you can basically put it on any defensive character that you got. And also when you do the ultimate, all allies deal 10% more damage. So the artifact is quite useful in my opinion, I guess, like more than Captain America, if you have another good defender in your team, which is Sentry, Armor, and Hulk. So, and also Juggernaut. So if you have any of those four, you can probably skip Captain America. But again, that's just my opinion. Go for him if you want to. Why not? You want to enjoy the game, so do whatever you want. Let's do a trial at the moment right now and see how he works out with these characters that we have over here. So yeah, let's buff up. Obviously you want to increase the attack and everything, and let's do this. So if I do the attack over here, yeah, so different characters, you know, 1300 damage, not bad, but again, not the best. So again, you want to buff up, and here you can choose if you want to go to the defense stand or the offensive one. So obviously do the offensive. Just buff up. I don't play with these other two characters, Moon Knight and what was the other one? What was the name of this? The other character, I don't remember. I don't play with them that much, so I'm not sure how they work out well, as they're not the best characters in the game, to be honest. Again, you buff up. Like, the good thing about Captain America is that you buff a lot of people, and then you can, he's kind of like a supporter, not even the best defender in my opinion. It's kind of like a supporter thing if you have in the game. And yeah, let's just check the stats over here. But this is not the best team to obviously use with Captain America and also like test it out. I guess the best team for him, like he's a defender, a supporter, you might want to use other characters like a main DPS, probably a Scarlet Witch, Iron Man even, or Thor. So like those characters would be, I guess, the best teams with Captain America if you want to, you know, summon for him. But at the moment, I don't have Iron Man, I don't have Thor, I don't have the Scarlet Witch, so like the main good DPS characters in the game. What I'm using is Sentry, Emma Frost, and Psylocke at the moment, which is insane. Also, like if another team would be Misty Knight, Devil Dino, and where is she? Maybe Armor, or wait, where is she? Yeah, Lady Bullseye. So those are the like two different teams, the main ones that I'm using. But as I said, Captain America, you want to use him as a supporter or someone who does mainly buff your character, you know. He's not the best defender, he's not the best attacker, he's kind of like mid in my opinion, and a good supporter though, because he could buff up your character, other team members' attack, and that's how you can use him the best. Yeah, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you're going to pull for Captain America and how lucky you got with him. Until next video, have fun and stay tuned.